How y'all doing? Y'all, we back with another reaction, and this reaction is on Nancy Guthrie. What is really going on in her investigation? Now, I've been doing a research, taking a break, research, and I gonna give y'all time enough to come in. But everything I say is alleged, and these are my opinion, and my opinion is based on, it's not necessarily based on facts, okay? This is what I think. So I'm going to allow y'all time to come in, and we're going to talk about, I'm going to look back. I'm looking back to the important person in this case that I'm really, really interested in his information is Sheriff Nanos, okay? Sheriff Nanos is one, the person that is important to me in this investigation. Is the reason why he's important to me in this investigation, because he was the first person on the scene. He was the first person who was called on to go check on Miss Guthrie. So Sheriff Nanos know more than I believe that he do know. Okay? Now, y'all, so let's get into why I think that, okay? I believe she's alive. And I'm going to tell you in a few minutes why I believe she's still alive. And why do the sheriff believe that Miss Nancy is a victim of targeted kidnapping? And I'm going to tell you the reason why, okay? He don't believe she in Mexico. Y'all believe she in Mexico. Because that's what they want y'all to believe, she's in Mexico. Why would she be in Mexico? Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. Why Nanos believes she may be held here in the United States. He don't believe she's in Mexico. He believes that she is held somewhere close to her home in Tucson. And you got to understand that it's a reason why he said that she was targeted. She was a targeted kidnapper. So we got to look into that, y'all. Y'all not listening to the sheriff, okay? So what we're going to do is talk about that. Why do Sheriff Nanos believe Nancy Guthrie is still in the area? Why do he think she's targeted? So what I did when I did my research, this is what I did. I said targeted. I'm not good about stuff like that. Only thing I know is about the PE, gym, coach, and track. Okay, so I did my research, and I said targeted kidnapper? What is a targeted kidnapper? It is an offender who maliciously select a special victim for abduction. Now you got to understand this. Okay, back to what I was saying. So you have to understand that this is what the first thing that you should say to yourself. Why is she a victim of this abduction? Why do y'all think that she was targeted? Is she in a safe place? Did Savannah call to make sure her mom was in a safe place? The reason why her sister contacted Savannah, okay? Maybe it's something that they know, but we're going to get into it, okay? So I looked up targeted kidnapper, and it's an offender, okay? So what these kidnappers focus on opportunists. They looking for somebody professional, social connection. And when you think about, hey, Alfonso, when you think about a person being a social professional, you think the first person who you think about in this case is Savannah Guthrie. You think about Savannah. Savannah is the person that is causing her mom to be targeted. Okay, so think about what I just said. The sheriff believes she was close to home in Tucson. If y'all think she in Mexico. I never thought she was in Mexico. I believe that she was removed from the home to be safe. Okay. Why do you think that, Lanita? Because she was targeted. For what reason an 84-year-old woman would be targeted? Okay, because she has somebody in her family is famous. Now you have to, okay, so that's what I'm looking at, okay? Holding a specific person to extort money from families, employees, okay? So what we're gonna do here is stay focused, y'all. Stay focused, cause we're gonna get some attraction, some distraction today. Okay, so now we're gonna go in a few minutes to people who in Mexico don't believe she in Mexico. Okay, the people in Mexico don't even know Miss Nancy. They haven't even seen Miss Nancy. It's y'all people who think that she in Mexico. But I'm gonna stick with Judge Nanos. I'm gonna say she's somewhere in Tucson, Arizona. Okay, we're gonna get to that. Savannah, you got to think about Savannah. Savannah is her mother, okay? So you got to think about Savannah in this case right here, y'all. You got to think about Savannah. What was Savannah was chosen to do? She was chosen to host the 2026 Olympics opening ceremony in a tally million and marking what would have been her fourth Olympics. She would have been in Olympics for her fourth time. Okay? Think about it. But she was forced to pull out of the coverage. Why was she forced to pull out of this particular fourth round of Olympics? Hosting the Olympics. You know, on your job, it's a lot of people jealous of you because you succeed higher than them. You got a pay raise, and they didn't get one. They interview you. You a rapper, and they interview your cousin, and they TMZ paid your cousin more money than they paid you. That would upset you because you famous before your sister. Y'all got to look at this case. But go back to what I said. She's supposed to host the 2026 Winter Olympics. Who else wanted to do that job? Why didn't they want her to host this year? This year would be her fourth Olympics. Now stay focused on the targeting. They trying to confuse y'all. And I'm trying to get that mind right for y'all. Okay, listen. Now, Savannah absent from that Olympics 2026 winter game to be with her what? Family. Okay? She did exactly what these people wanted her to do. Pull back. And that's the only reason why she pulled back, because somebody who in her family was targeted, her mother. Okay? Now, a lot of people sent their love and their prayers to Savannah and everything. So now I just straightened it out for y'all. I told y'all the reason why her mama was targeted. Okay, now I want to show y'all something. Listen to Savannah right here. Listen to her.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers, and that God is lifting her even in this moment, in this darkest place. believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Okay. Bring Savannah mother back home. Okay, I'm gonna go back to say what I said. Sheriff Nanos trying to tell y'all something, and y'all not listening to him. He said that he believes she was a victim of targeted kidnapping and is being held somewhere close to her home. Now, after hearing everything that we just went over, we're gonna go here. If the sheriff believes she's still in Tucson, Arizona, as of February 2023, I do too. So we're gonna go here. Y'all think she in Mexico. I don't believe she in Mexico. Okay, let's look at this.
Another day, another search for Nancy Guthrie. This time led by Mexican mothers who have been searching for their own loved ones for years. They are part of a group called Madres Buscadoras, or Search Mothers, an association born in a country...
Hold on, y'all. Can I get this a little louder for y'all? Because I don't believe she there. I don't believe she in Mexico.
Another day, another search for Nancy Guthrie. This time, it's being led by Mexican mothers who have been searching for their own loved ones for years. They are part of a group called Madres Buscadoras, or Search Mothers, an association born in a country where more than 100,000 people have gone missing. And families have learned to search for answers themselves.
Even though we're on this side of the border, we're with them and we're going to support them.
On Friday morning, the group began posting flyers with Guthrie's face in Nogales, Sonora, just steps from the U.S.-Mexico border. The area sits directly across from Arizona, making it one of the closest crossing points to where Guthrie disappeared. Cecilia Flores founded this group a decade ago. Since then, she says, they've helped locate more than 5,000 people, alive or dead, across Mexico. She said the next phase will be a ground search, looking for any sign of Guthrie's remains.
Many people say, why are you searching for the dead? We search for people alive or dead. We have to make visible that there is an absence.
As the search for Guthrie continues, Mexican authorities deny she's in Mexico.
It's negative. This was verified directly with the FBI. There's no line of investigation pointing to Sonora.
So if not in Mexico, where is she? This feeling of painful uncertainty is exactly what has...
This search is part of the distraction to make y'all believe that she's in Mexico. Tell me what you think. I don't believe she in Mexico, because I'm going to stick with what the sheriff thinks. No, she's there. We got to find her. And like you just said, was this all done because of the files? We don't know, but Nancy, Savannah loved her mom. Tell me what you think about this live.